Right, time to go explore another byway. Let's get dirty, catch you inside. RevelatorAlf. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf, a biker's life less ordinary. So today I'm in Buckinghamshire, just about 30 miles northwest of London in the UK, just outside Chesham, and I'm going to ride a couple of byways down here. There's a bit of a network that goes up into the hills, some beautiful countryside around here, whether on the roads or on the trails as well. So some great back roads and some great trails, hopefully I'll find on here. If you like the channel, please subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and leave loads of comments and give the video a thumb up and everything like that. As I'm riding along, I'll be talking my way through it and giving you tips and advice along the way of what I'm doing, what I'm thinking as well, any sort of problems that I might encounter. Lots of links down below, so check those out for the website, all the social media links, and also the shop that's just opened as well. So catch you on the other side. Okay, so this route takes me from Chesham to Bellington as well. So I've never ridden on these tracks before, on these byways before. These are the, for those of you who don't know, outside the UK, these are the official off-road routes in the UK. Byways are open to all traffic, so motorcycles, cars, or all kinds of vehicles can come on here. Whereas other dirt trails are predominantly not. Let's say a footpath or a bridleway where horses are allowed to ride along, or canter along, or gallop along, whatever the term is. Anyway, so this is pretty easy going, isn't it? This is just like a farm track, really. There's no dramas here at all. So it goes all the way up. Now it does kind of go into some trees afterwards, so I'm not sure what I'll find. There's just a gate that's going across it. Sometimes you find this with byways, that they put a gate across it and you kind of have to open and close them. Let's have a look, see what this is. I don't think it's locked. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Do you know what, sometimes instead of just getting on the bike, kick it into first, and that'll help you wheel it forward, a bit of clutch control. Take it out of gear, the side stand down, close the gate behind you. Here we go. I can see a horse rider in the field there, so I won't hoon it about here, I don't want to scare them. There we go. So I've done my good deed for the day. Right, so off I go. Now I always tend to keep my visor down anyway, or if you're wearing goggles, so you can always keep them on. You never know what can flick up when you're out riding into your eyes, so it's best to keep them covered. It's quite a nice ride here. Now I need to take a left, I assume. Now here's the thing, where is the byway? Is the byway up there, or is it? I assume it's this. Look. Or is it? No, that was just onto a field, so this is just the byway here. It's actually not bad. You often find this where byways are actually very close to horse riding establishments, stables. When you get a lot of horse traffic, they tend to try and maintain them a lot better, so it's really good. This is really nice. As I say, this countryside here, look at that pit there. Well, this countryside here is very undulating. It's not sort of mountainous, but it kind of goes up and down. A lot of my friends come cycling, mountain biking around here. Lots of trails that they can get on, and they just love it because it's sometimes it's really hard going, especially in the winter months when it's all muddy and everything. The trails get a bit clagged up. Then they can, but it's that up and down, constant up and down thing. So if you've ever been to this area, you haven't ridden through this area, you'll know what I mean. So there's lots of wooded areas, lots of up and down, lots of back roads and trails to go ride on as well. So it's really good. Not so much motorbiking trails. Only a few byways, I've got to say that, and I've got to make that clear. Sometimes I talk about trails in general terms, and they're not necessarily byways, They might be like trails that you can go ride your bike on, bicycle on, or walk along, or there are other trails that are not byways, but let's say I've got owner's permission to go and ride on them. Right, anyway, let's concentrate on where I'm supposed to be. Let's do this then. This is a bit downy uppy. Yeah, front tyre wants to search a little bit, it's alright. Nothing, it's a bit slippery, I've got to say. I mean, it's that kind of cross between black mud and clay, and add a bit of water that settles in it, it just becomes, you know, a bit of a slippery mess, really. Going uphill here, do you know what, I'm actually just enjoying the ride. I'm glad it's not too technical. I'm glad it's not really rutted, you know. Is that? No, that's not part of the byway. I think that's just a footpath that goes off into the hills. Right, just add a bit of power just to come up here. Oh, squirrel going right across my path. And then up here, this is very nice. Now I know up here at some point there is a right turn. Now is that it? Now to the left there, that's all fenced off, so that is not the way to go. Look at this, I mean, this is beautiful. I'm so glad I've ridden about 40 odd miles just to get here today. It might be a short stretch, but you know, it's actually nice. Just pull up my mask a little bit, there we go. Now, you probably can't pick this up, but there's actually a camber actually left to right going downhill. So I'm just gonna get up on the pace, get a bit more control on that front tyre, lean uphill a little bit, and that will actually help me in stabilising the bike. Crikey, look at this tree that's fallen down here. Blimey, look at that, what a sight that is. You wouldn't want that falling on your road, would you? Jesus Christ. Look at that thing. Oh, your front tyre really is searching here. Whoa, it really does want to slip out from underneath you. Wow, that's it. I mean, that's what I say when people say, oh yeah, you just, you know, stand up on these things, especially these big heavy bikes. That's all well and good saying that, I think, but you've got to look at really which is the best way to do it, you know, going up here. Let's just have a look here. Front tyre does want to search. Got to be a bit careful here. There we go. So, you know, as I say, you know, you stand up on the pegs, yes, you get a bit more authority, but if the bike is really slipping, the front tyre is really slipping, that's when you've really got to pay attention, you know. This is nice, just a little bit rusty. I can see a 4x4's been down here. Nothing too drastic, just take it easy. Yeah, there we go. Actually, the trail underneath it is really quite compact. Sometimes, as I say, if I look on the right hand side here, give you an example, right in the middle, which is the non-rutted part, but it's really muddy and really soft. And the front tyre is definitely going to want to search around, and the rear tyre will skid a little bit, even though you got inoblids on. However, because the 4x4's been down here, on the actual wheel marks, even though they're covered in puddles, it's actually quite hard. So sometimes that's the lowest part of the trail, and also it's the most compacted part of the trail. So that's where you want to get on, you see. There we go, right. Let's see where we're at now. Well, you can tell it's been a so right here I'm in the middle part, and you see that the front tyre really just wants to search around. The back is fishtailing on me a little bit. and it is a little bit slippery, so you just gotta feed your way along. So these big heavy bikes, you know, that's something you just have to be aware of. Feed your way along, and eventually you will get through. It's just never underestimate the trail, how it can flip you off, you know. And it's also, you know, if you watch my other videos, you know, a lot of it is about reading the trail, understanding how you and your bike perform on that particular trail. So if it means just sitting down, sit down. You know, get your feet on the floor, especially if it's flat, and sometimes if it's deeply rutted, you can get good purchase with your feet either side of the rut. That's probably the best way to do it, especially if you're unsure, that is. Now, a lot of people would say, no, stand up, you know, when it's like this and let the bike search around. I completely agree in certain circumstances, but if you're not 100% sure, then you want to, you know, watch how you're doing it. There we go. There we go. Right, byway to the right. Lovely. There we go. I suppose in many ways I'm showing you a technique which a lot of people might say is incorrect, but what I would say is that you've got to think about, if you are a beginner or you're going into territory you're not 100% sure of, how you're going to manage it, so, and how you're going to stop yourself from falling over, that kind of thing. Right, we're here, reached the end of the trail. I've got to say, that was a really nice trail. It was a bit muddy, a bit slippery in places. And what's that? Is that? That's a footpath there. It was a bit slippery in places. Like I say, not much of a drama at all. It was all right. I like that. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. Please subscribe, hit the notifications bell, leave loads of comments and all that kind of stuff. Check out the links below and the website for the shop and all the equipment that I use as well. Right, catch you on the next video. Cheers now.